Hari Om, Bhaja Govindam, verse 22. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate, Ratyacharpada Virajita Kantaga, Punya Punya Vivarjita Pantaga, Ratyacharpada Virajita Kantaga, Punya Punya Vivarjita Pantaga, Yogi Yoga Niyojita Chittaga, Yogi Yoga Niyojita Chittaga, Ramate Balon Mattavadeva, Ramate Balon Mattavadeva, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. How a yogi lives or moves around in this world, that is said in this verse. Ratyacharpada Virachita Kandaga. It is said that a yogi wears minimum clothes to hide his private parts. The clothes are torn, maybe stitched in several places with different colors. Nowadays, if you see every youngster, he is wearing a torn cloth only. That is the costliest jeans that is available. So, will they become yogi just because they are wearing a torn cloth? All girls also, girls and boys. If you see any of them, the jeans is torn everywhere. So they are not yogis. But those days yogis were wearing simple clothes. That is what I would say. All that glitters are not gold. So all the people who are wearing torn clothes or dirty clothes, they are not yogis. So that we have to keep in mind. See, the idea that is conveyed here is, according to me, just to open your cupboards, honestly see how many pants, how many shirts, how many t-shirts, how many pajama kurtas, how many dhotis you have. Full, full. If you vacate your house, I have vacated my house 4, 5 times, 6 times. I know several boxes will be only clothes. If you are a lady or a girl, then I need not have to say. Entire bureau, if you just to open it, will fall. Full of saris, full of kurtis. Every time this fellow, that Miantra or somebody, I don't know. Every time somebody comes and leave us something, next day morning he will collect and take it back. Daily. Only those days, only Diwali we used to get two dresses. Two new dresses only for Diwali. Nowadays, every day is Diwali. Every day somebody is coming. New dresses. 300 many dresses. I challenge many dresses you may not have worn it for several years. It may be lying in your cupboard. Why? Because our desire is unlimited. Anything. Only when COVID came, I realized that we can live with minimum clothes. All these pants and shirts are unnecessary. Too much of dressing. I discarded many. It is not because of charity. I discarded it because it was unwanted for me. We are all, secondly, we are all concerned how we look. This is also our thinking. I want to look smart or beautiful in the eyes of the public. If I don't wear good clothes, I may not get respect from this world. The world will reject me. You go with a good dress, immediately you get the attention. Everyone has this view that entire world is looking at him or her. Only at the fag end of his life, he will realize nobody looks at him. So everybody dresses up well. English saying is dress makes the man. Very, very unfortunate. In our Hinduism, character makes a man, not the dress. Character only makes a man, not the dress. They never look at your dress. What is your character? That is why a Brahmin is of highest character. Anybody, Vishwamitra was not a Brahmin. He moved to a Brahmin category. Valmiki was not a Brahmin. He was a bandit. He was a thief. He became a Brahmin. How? By his character, developing his character. If the saying, English saying also says this: money is lost, nothing is lost. Health is lost, something is lost. Character is lost, everything is lost. So Hinduism looks only to the character of the person, not to the clothes, not to the jewels which you wear, not to the watch, but what is your character? So for a yogi, character is more important. So he is unconcerned about how others look at him or how they think about him. You call him a beggar, he's not bothered. You call him a yogi and fall at his feet, he's not bothered. He's totally unconcerned. Many yogis, it is not that 5,000 years you have to go back. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa photo, you just see. Ramana Maharishi photo, you just see. Kanchi Paramacharya's photos, you see. How they lived. Minimum clothes, they gained maximum respect. How? They are all yogis. I think, according to the yogi, I think skin is the cloth given by Govinda. Govinda has covered this dirty body, the bone, the flesh, the blood, the shit and urine tanks in a sack, everything put into a sack called skin. It includes our dirty manas also, mind. That is also there. No animal goes to a shop and buys a jeans or a shirt or a cloth for itself. Man is a perverted animal. Hence, he has to cover up with something. Hence, he needs a cloth, which is actually a second layer. This may not be purely applicable to foreign countries because they are cold countries. So, they may have to dress up with sweaters, other things. So, the idea that is conveyed here is, according to me, is your yogi will have minimum clothes to protect himself from the weather. In India, small piece of cloth, loin cloth is enough because he is unconcerned. In foreign countries, if you take one or two dresses, he may have. That's it. He is least bothered about how the world looks at him or thinks about him. He has no desire even for the basic needs of life. That is the point. How a yogi leads his life in this world. Then the next is Punya Punya Vivarjida Pantaha. We are all result oriented. We undertake any activity based on what is the result. If I study this, I will get more money. If I do this, I will do that. Even good actions, even good karmas, what we do them because we get some punya. And we always think this punya will help us in this janma or at least in the next janma. Giving grass to the cow or banana, water to birds by keeping a small pot in the top of your house, doing charity, giving money, free education, etc., dropping money in temple hundi. Why are you doing all these things? Because we expect something. We get some satisfaction also at the time of doing it. And we expect something. Tomorrow, this will earn punya, and because of the punya, I will get good birth. Nothing wrong. But certain works we don't do also because this is Papa. Oh, I won't do it. Arjuna refused it, refused to fight the war on the ground that Papa will come if I kill my acharyas, relatives and friends. He says in chapter 1, verse 45, Ago badamagat papam kartum vyavasita vayam yadrajya sugalobena antum swajana mudyataha. He says, Hare Krishna, if I kill my relatives, if I kill my acharyas, my friends, I will incur the worst sin. Worst sin. I will go to Naraka. For what am I going to? For what is the reason why I am going to kill them? Just to enjoy this kingdom. No, Krishna, no. You are only a coward boy. You don't know, ignorant fellow. You don't know anything. You have no knowledge of Shastras. I am more knowledgeable. I am the king. Hence, I will not fight this war. I will not do this work. That is what Arjuna says. But for a yogi, there is no superior or inferior work. There is no work which will give punya or papa. Punya or papa comes only when one does the work for selfish ends. That is, you have an expectation. This will benefit me or this will not benefit me. If one is doing work selflessly, then there is no question of incurring any punya or papa. Yogi is a selfless person. Hence, for him, all work is the order of Bhagavan Govinda. Any work, it is Bhagavan Govinda's work. For others, it may look, Arey, this yogi has done this work. Baba. But for the yogi, there is no distinction in the work. Everything is his work, Govinda's work. And he has no expectation for personal benefits. So he will do any work, irrespective of whether it is good karma or bad karma. He will do it. I am only a flute in the hands of Govinda. Who am I to judge which work to do and which work not to do? Govinda is ordering me. I am doing it. Finish. Yogi yoga niyoda chittaha. That is, the word yogi means the one who yokes the mind. We have already seen this long back. Yoking the mind with what? With the thoughts of Govinda. Other thoughts, the attachment with worldly objects, the thinking to acquire, possess, and enjoy things of this world to the exclusion of all the other fellows. That is the reason why we are always agitated. We don't want the other fellow to have anything. I want to have everything. The yogi, the perfect yogi, he has disconnected the thoughts of his mind from the objects of this world. That is asat. And attached his thoughts permanently, continuously, 24 into 7 on sat. That is Govinda. Hence, there is no agitation of mind. What is the cause for agitation is removed, then the effect cannot be there. He lives in absolute shanti, absolute peace of mind. Because his chitta is continuously attached to Govinda. Ramate balon unmatta, that is, he is living like a child or like a madman. Yogi is not childish, but he is childlike. His heart is full of unadulterated love. A child, you take a baby, it never hates anyone. It plays with everyone. It always smiles. Of course, it fights, but next minute it forgets and plays with the same fellow. If I have a fight, then I cannot, throughout my life, I will not talk to him or look at his face. Similarly, it gets angry, the baby. Next minute it cools down. It cries. Next minute it is happy. So everyone must lead the life like a child or a baby. How a child is happy in spite of all the circumstances, while we are all caught by the circumstances of life. How? External, in spite of the external circumstances, the child is always happy. You ask everyone, anybody who is old age, everyone will say, Sir, I miss my young age. Because no worry, everything comes on before you. A child is not bothered about anything. Next to food, from where it will come, it is not bothered. It does not think about the past and regrets. It is not anxious about its future. What will happen to my future? Which job I will get? No child worries about that. It does not color a friend or a relative that this fellow is good, this fellow is bad. And whatever comes to its mind, it will say. Whatever comes, it will not hesitate. All are the same for the child, even though it may be affectionate towards its parents. Its parents. Life is nothing but a play for the child. Play, 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 play. Always. For a yogi also, life is just a playground. This is a field. This is a cricket ground or a tennis ground given by God. I have to play. I will enjoy. Live moment to moment. Live the moment. Don't think about the past and regret. Don't think about the future and become anxious. Just leave it. Everything, there is one father who will take care of everything. Like the child. That's all. Hence, a yogi is described as a child. But in this verse, it is also said a yogi is a madman. Why? You go to any mental hospital, just for the sake of knowing this, there will be several mad people. They may be chained also. Sometimes they are very aggressive, hence they are chained. But you go to them, you will have some sympathy towards them. All mad people will look at you. They will say that you are a madman. You are normal. No, we are all normal. But the mad fellows who are there in that hospital, they will call you paityo, 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 paityo. They will say, you are a madman, you are a madman. Mad fellow has come. While you are normal, for all the mad people in the mental hospital, you look like a madman. Similarly, in this world, we are all mad. We are mad after money. We are mad after name. We are mad after fame, power, lust, desire. We are mad. We want. That is why clothes, huge clothes. So we are mad. But when a yogi comes and sees us, we look at him and call he's a madman. See, he is spoiling his life. Only one life is there. This yogi is spoiling his life. Mad fellow, mad fellow. So from our point of view, the yogi looks like a mad fellow. That is why this verse says, a yogi is a child and he is also a madman. How to become that yogi? How to be happy throughout your life? How to make this world as a playground and enjoy the life moment to moment. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate, Pratyacharpada Virajita Kantaga, Punya Punya Vivarjita Pantaga, Ratyacharpada Virajita Kantaga, Punya Punya Vivarjita Pantaga, Yogi Yoga Niyojita Chittaga, Yogi Yoga Niyojita Chittaga, Ramate Balon Mattavadeva, Ramate Balon Mattavadeva. Unmattavat. Unmattavat means madman. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam bhaja mudamate. Next verse tomorrow. Hari Om Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Hara Hara Shankara Jaya Jaya Shankara. 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 Hara Hara Shankara Jaya Jaya Shankara.